Okay, good evening. Evening, everyone. All right. Notice of this meeting is being held in accordance with the public laws of 1975, Chapter 231. An adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the Township website. Pledge of allegiance, led by Carl. Oh, here he is. Okay. How you doing? Oscar Guard, Junior Vice Commander, American Legion, Post 228. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. Thank you. All right. Roll call?
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer?
Present.
Committeeman Capides is absent. Committeeman Kaiser? Committeeman Weber?
Okay. Proclamations and announcements. Springfield Annual Arbor Day celebrations Friday, I'm sorry, April 25th at noon. Veterans Memorial Park, annual planting and seeding giveaways. All right, Springfield Community Cleanup is Sunday, August 27th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meet at Laurel Park and get assignments and locations. Wear boots and long pants. Community service hours are offered. Okay. Proclamation to ShopRite. Is ShopRite here? Oh, here you go. Okay. Hi. You're doing Shop. Oh, it's me. Okay. Whereas providing help and hope for the hungry is a top priority for ShopRite. And whereas we take missions of our ShopRite partners in carrying hunger, fighting, interact to heart by raising awareness of this issue of hunger and providing funds to hunger-fighting charities. And whereas during the National Hunger Action Month last September, ShopRite associates in 6 states participated in a friendly competition to support our activity. And whereas through the collection of donations at checkout and creative in-store events, the store raised more than $1.5 million to support the food banks in the communities that ShopRite serves. Whereas the ShopRite was one of the winning stores, Springfield ShopRite, excuse me, the winning stores, and 2 associates who spearheaded the Springfield ShopRite fundraising activities were featured on a special edition of Cheerios boxes that was sold exclusively at ShopRite stores during the month of March. Now, therefore, I, Rich Huber, the mayor, on behalf of the Township Committee of the Township of Springfield, do hereby congratulate the ShopRite of Springfield, carrying on the accomplishment and wish them the well in their future endeavors.
Get him some Cheerios. It doesn't feel good, Mike. Make like it's a body you're carrying out of the building. The firemen carry out. We gotta add that to the process.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing this now because of that. Are you coming to that or no?
What? What's tomorrow night? I don't
interview you as a whole. Hard-hitting question. Thank you so much. Take your time. Take your time.
I just wanted, yeah, I'll try to go with this. Oh, Monica Hansen, Hansen. I work for Little Supermarket, which owns the Springfield store. Monique and Maureen can't be here right now. She's out on with a health issue, but they really spearheaded this. I just wanted to say, so 4 of our stores actually won the box. Springfield was the one town that really showed up and supported, even at our celebration. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I recognize a lot of people here showed up for us. Thank you so much. That really, really says something about the town of Springfield. The store raised over $12,000, and that all goes back to the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. For winning on the box, they also got an extra $2,500 that went to the Community Food Bank of New Jersey for almost $15,000 just in 5 weeks. That store raised by themselves, which is really, really, really impressive. So, but again, thank you guys so much for the support, for the recognition. Thank you, Monique. Thanks to the store. We really appreciate everybody coming together to support the community. So, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, where is it? Proclamation to the Elks Youth Week. Presented to Dave Dubois, Springfield Hillside Elks Lodge 2004.
Okay. Whereas the Benevolent and Protective Order of the Elks has designated the first week in May as Youth Week to honor America's junior citizens for their accomplishments and to give fitting recognition of their services to community, state, and nation. And whereas Springfield Hillside Lodge number 2004 will sponsor an observance during that week in tribute to the junior citizens of this community. And whereas no event could be more deserving of our support and participation than one dedicated to those young people who represent the nation's greatest resource, who in the years ahead will assume responsibility for the advancement of our free society. And whereas our youth need the guidance, inspiration, and encouragement which we alone can give in order to help those develop qualities of character essential for future leadership and go forward to serve America. And whereas to achieve this worthy objective, we should demonstrate our partnership with our youth, our understanding of their hopes and aspirations, and sincere willingness to help prepare them in every way for responsibilities and opportunities of citizenship. Now, therefore, Richard Huber, Mayor of the Township of Springfield, on behalf of the Township Committee, do hereby proclaim the first week in May as Youth Week and urge all departments of government, civic, fraternal, and patriotic groups, and our citizens generally to participate wholeheartedly in its observance. Wait until done. Yeah.
Mayor, before we move on, I just want to say one thing. And I think everybody else is going to have the same thing. ShopRite, you guys, from a township level, are so involved with the town. You don't say no to anything we ask for, whether it's bagging for sports or fundraising for whatever thing is happening in Springfield. You always say yes. And it's not unnoticed. I think every one of us up here has had some kind of dealing with the Sumas family. I mean, everybody has talked with somebody and has become friends with somebody from that family. It's not like that in most places. There's no way I'm getting in touch with anybody from Walmart, let's be real. You guys are right there, you're always there, so thank you. Just want to let you know that.
Thank you. We'll break for 2 minutes if you want to leave. I know you don't want to stay here and listen to us.
It's not so exciting.
Yeah, you guys are totally free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I don't give 10 minutes. The township extends its condolences to the family of Ethel Judy Copeland, retired deputy court clerk, who passed away on April 8th. Also the family of Rabbi Mark Malik, who served as spiritual leader and senior rabbi for 21 years at Temple Beth Am. Yusrael, who passed away on April 16th, and to the family of retired township clerk Kathleen Wisniewski, whose son Paul passed away on April 20th, 2025. Well, I knew the rabbi good. He was a very fair man, very good man, I thought. The community will miss him. I don't know if you, did you
Yeah.
answer him?
I mean, yeah, sure. Rabbi Malik was the riding rabbi. He'd ride in his little tubular bike and raise money for charity. You'd see him all over town, and he would wave to you, and he would make sure to recognize you before you recognized him, even though he was much more standing out than everybody else. Rabbi Malik was an incredibly kind and gentle person. Served Temple Beth Am and Temple Beth Am Yisrael for 20 plus years, and served that temple in our town with distinction. And he will forever be remembered in Springfield as a great community partner on behalf of Temple Beth Am. Was at many a bar mitzvah officiated by him, so ran a very smooth operation.
As far as the Wisniewski family, I know the Wisniewski family very well, and it's a sad moment with Paul passing.
Can I speak for Judy for 1 second? Being probably one of the very few people that were working here when Judy was here, I'd just like to say just a few words about her. She was a deputy clerk with our court, I believe, and I worked with her for several years because I wrote a lot of tickets, so I was always up in court. Great lady, beautiful soul, always involved, loved Springfield. I seen her last year at the food truck event that we had at the pool. She just loved being around Springfield, and just a great lady, and sorry to hear that she passed.
Anybody else? No. All right. Public comment on agenda items only. Anyone would like to come to the podium, speak? Seeing none, public session is closed. All right, reports, administrative report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Couple of things I want to touch on. PSC&G paving is done finally. That includes Mizell, Caldwell, Brook, Keeler, Rose, and Salter were mill and paved curb to curb. All the necessary road striping, crosswalks, and other markings were being applied over the past 2 days. The other streets that were affected by PSC&G will be paved by the township, and they're going to be done in the very near future. We'll provide advance notice before anything is done. Vegetated waste curbside pickup ends on Wednesday, April 30th. DPW will make one final canvass of the town Thursday, May 1st, to ensure nothing was missed. Beyond that, residents can utilize a drop-off at the recycling center, 44 Marson Road. I want to mention something that I hope our residents will help us with. We've had a real issue lately with dog waste, and this is just driving our DPW guys crazy because they can't cut the grass because we are literally running into piles. It's not just once in a while, it's becoming a real issue. So please, we have
All
an
the
ordinance.
streets.
Pick up after your dog, please.
So
Hopefully-
what can we do on that?
I was hoping that this was enough.
Pick it up.
I'm going to tell you that South Maple, Colonial, Battle Hill, Joanne, same thing. We
Yeah.
walk around, every fifth house, something, like they don't even care.
I agree.
Let me ask a question. Isn't it against the law to bring a dog into the park? Yes. I've said things to a few people, and they weren't the most friendliest people in the world.
I totally understand that. We had an issue the other morning with someone, so yeah, you have to be careful. But yeah, hopefully, I agree with you, Councilman Weber, that hopefully people get the message and we pick up because it really is becoming an issue for us.
It's not also picking up, it's putting it then into the trash. There's a lot of instances, and it's not just our town, I've seen it on numerous forums in our area, of people just picking it up and then throwing the bag on honestly, arguably, that's worse. Like, you putting it into a bag and then leaving that on the street then just causes it to not disintegrate, not get washed away, it just sits in a bag. So I'm really lost on that, how somebody can justify leaving a bag just on the side of the waste. It's not medieval Europe. You should just toss it.
And it's not even any better to throw it in my garbage can, which was just emptied out by sanitation. Now I have an empty garbage can that's got somebody's dog bag in it.
Yeah, you take it home and discard it in your garbage. It's not that hard.
And it's not our DPW workers' job to be picking this up. You know, it's really causing an issue. So please make an effort to clean up after your dog and dispose of it properly. I did want to make an additional comment on Arbor Day, Mr. Mayor, if I may. Our forester will be on site on Arbor Day. So if anybody has any questions on trees, he'll be happy to answer whatever questions you may have. Our annual stormwater report is due early part of May. We're working on that now. There's a new Union County Capital Grant that came out. It's total $6 million to be split between the 21 towns. It's for capital projects over $100,000. We are going to apply for it. And the last thing is both Marion and Johanna Way pumping stations are underway. We are ahead of schedule. We've got equipment in already, which we were concerned about. With supply chain issues, we weren't sure, but it looks like things are in. We're waiting for electric to be done now and that type of thing. But I think we're in pretty good shape. So that's gonna help us. We will have brand new pumps in there. We won't have to worry about those breaking down, and they'll be hooked up with alarms so that if something doesn't work properly, our DPW director will be notified on his phone that we got an issue at a pumping station. So that should help us also. On our developments, I don't know if anybody's been down at Patriot Way, down the end of Church Mall. The decking is done, the first floor is framed out. They're moving. I mean, the site is perfectly clean. The cement work underneath in the garage is already done. It's been graded. So they're in tremendous shape. We are, as you'll see tonight, we're going to introduce Scotty's tonight, and at the next meeting, if everything goes according to plan, we're going to have a presentation to bring everybody up to speed on exactly what it looks like, what the materials are, et cetera, et cetera. So other than that, if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
How far along are we with the Gomes building?
With what building?
The Gomes building?
We were in court with them again. They're doing Morris Avenue, as I think everybody could see with the pavers, and then they're going to be doing Center Street. They cleaned the building on Caldwell. I say, you know, I asked them, we had a meeting last week or the week before, and I asked the owners, I said, do we have an end date? When is completion? I said, because it's coming up on another anniversary. We're going to be 6 years in July that this building is going on. It's just ridiculous.
We did a tour of that building 5-ish months ago.
Yep.
And that place was, from what I could see, 80% sheetrocked,
Oh, yeah.
furnished. I should say, you know, kitchens were fitted, baths were fitted.
They still have a lot of work. There's still, I would say, at best, they're a year. So the only thing we can do is stay after them. Mr. Mayor, you had a question?
Yeah, are we getting the machine back to clean out the brooks? Because I got calls from people saying that they see trees growing.
That's county. Well, I'll have to have Mr. Betcher call the county.
All the brooks are county?
We
thought
we
we
don't
got a
have the equipment, and with DEP, you're not allowed in those streams.
I know you're not allowed.
So we need the equipment in order to reach
Yeah.
stuff.
Uh,
I will check if I may and get back to you.
Yeah. I just-
Yep, I will check that right away.
Anybody- Anything else?
Can I comment on the dog issue?
We had the monthly
Please.
department
Yeah.
heads report.
Chief Cook wanted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, first off, I like the segue of talking about the dogs and then talking about trees after that, and that was very good for Arbor Day. As far as the dogs go, this comes up every so often. I will be sure to put out something to the guys tonight about enforcement again. That area you mentioned, I'll make sure we target that. And the parks, you know, supposed to be no dogs off leashes and all that. So it's that time again. I'll put it out there, and won't be any discretion.
There's no dogs in parks at all, am I correct?
Right.
Even on a leash.
Yes, you can't have a dog.
You have a dog in the park.
Right. Well,
I was at a couple of games of Dayton's, and I was there, and I just said to somebody, I think there's a sign out there that says no dogs allowed. And then they had a few choice words.
Yeah, I mean, they let them, especially the park that's down off of Colonial, because it's kind of tucked away, and people, they treat it as if it's a dog run back there, so I'll make sure the guys are aware of it and take care of it.
Can we have the public information officer put out what is the fine? Everything that is associated with if you were caught with it? Thank you.
Jake, call me tomorrow, we'll get all the info to you.
Switching gears for like 2 seconds. We had our first meeting of the 250th anniversary committee. It was a great meeting. Jay Spinelli is,
Thank you.
Jay is,
Turn them around, show the. Yep.
And how much do you get for those, Jay?
at the end of the meeting, we're going to sign them and auction them off at the 250th anniversary.
The value just went down.
Yeah.
Let, All right.
We had our meeting. We're looking to start, we're in the planning stages right now. We're looking to do one event per month in the year 2026, leading up to our culmination being July 4th, being the 250th anniversary of the founding of our nation. And we look forward to as much community buy-in and involvement as we can possibly have.
And I think, Diane, correct me if I'm wrong, but we already signed the contracts for the fireworks and
And it's supposed to be like an extra special show.
Yes.
Yes. I remember they like juiced us for an extra special show, so.
Last time, 50 years ago, when they had a celebration, it was,
He just said 50 years ago.
50 years. I was here. Not sitting up here, but I was in Springfield. And they had the battle, was a battle of Springfield, I think it was?
Yeah.
And it was, they camped out by the high school. And it was nice. I mean, the kids really enjoyed it. It was a great thing for the kids to see and that. And we should try and get even all the schools involved.
Yeah, so we're planning on, we've already been in contact with Rachel Goldberg, superintendent of schools, to get the schools involved. We were a little late to the party on reenactors, so we are hoping to get them done for the next year, which is the Battle of Springfield commemoration. So we can actually recreate the Battle of Springfield, but there will be hopefully a small reenactment component to what we're doing for the 250th.
And we need the public to get involved, right?
Absolutely.
To see them.
Come to a meeting.
Yep. Okay. Now we go to minutes, none. New business, ordinance, second reading.
Second reading.
Ordinance 2025-11, this bond ordinance is to authorize the making of various public improvements and the acquisition of new, additional, or replacement equipment and machinery, new communication and signal systems equipment and machinery, new information technology equipment, and new automotive vehicles, including original apparatus and equipment in, by, and for the Township, County of Union, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $2,756,000 to pay the cost thereof, to make down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds.
Kaiser.
Motion to adopt ordinance 2025-11 as read by Madam Clerk. Publication in the local source on April 24th, 2025. I'll read that again because I don't want to get in trouble by not having my microphone on. I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2025-11 as read by Madam Clerk with publication in the local source on April 24th, 2025.
I will second that.
Roll call.
Public hearing.
Public hearing.
Public hearing, oh, you're right, sorry. Ahead of myself. Public hearing. Anyone have anything to say about this reading, the ordinance? Seeing none, close to the public.
Okay, roll call. Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer?
Yes.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Okay, and we have a first reading on ordinance 2025-12. This ordinance of the Township of Springfield, County of Union, New Jersey, is to introduce the redevelopment plan for 597 Morris Avenue, identified as Block 505, Lot 1, within the Township of Springfield.
Madam Clerk, Mr. Mayor, I move ordinance 2025-12 with publication in the local source on May 1, 2025, with final hearing on May 13th, 2025.
Second.
Discussion?
This is
This is Scotty's.
Yes.
We'll get a presentation, and the town can get up to speed.
Okay.
Presentation will be next week? Or
May
next meeting?
13th.
May 13th.
Deputy Mayor Laufer?
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-13. This ordinance amends provisions in Chapter 2 of the Township Code regarding the organization of the Township's Police Department.
Madam Clerk, Mr. Mayor, I move ordinance 2025-13 with publication in the local source on May 1, 2025, with final hearing on May 13th, 2025.
I will second that.
Discussion?
Chief Cook, can I give you like 5 seconds, 10 seconds to do a quick rundown of what this table of organization brings to the town and the police department?
maybe 15 or 20.
You can have 25 seconds.
So with the, hopefully upcoming, in a few more minutes, increase in staffing levels for the department, we've been having issues, overtime, comp time issues. We're looking to reallocate our resources for a better efficiency, while at the same time creating further opportunities for our officers within that weren't necessarily available before, by being able to create more specialized units, using rotational, opportunities for officers, finding niches for certain officers to fit into. I think it'll be great for morale, and it should have a great effect on the overtime that we've been dealing with. So, I thank you for the hopefully upcoming increase in the staffing levels. That's going to make this all possible.
Thank you. Any discussion up here?
No, I know it's, I know. I am certain that this is the right move for the department, and I am glad that's the direction we're going in. I'm very happy with that. Thank you.
1,000%. I think it'll be good for the town, good for the police department, and it'll save us some money.
Okay. Okay. Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Absolutely.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser, Mayor Huber.
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-14. This ordinance amends Chapter 2, Administration of the Township Code to create an advisory committee to review issues on redevelopment in the public school system.
Madam Clerk, Mr. Mayor, I will move ordinance 2025-14 with publication in the local source, May 1, 2025, with final hearing on May 13th, 2025.
Second.
Discussion?
I'll take it. So, in a series of meetings with the Board of Education and their professional staff, along with our professional staff, Committeeman Kaiser and myself, want to, with the buy-in from the entire Township Committee, want to find a more equitable way in which the township allocates pilot money and provides for pilot money. So, in the event of a pilot, we're proposing a committee made up of equal parts Board of Education and Township Committee members to come up with an equitable compromise. So the Board of Ed is included from step one in this process, and the township will in-kind legal counsel as well as planning services, which we do already. And, we want to make sure the Board of Ed is plugged into this process starting at step one, and this is the first step of that.
Nope, it's a smart thing to do.
Nothing.
Okay.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser, Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. Move on to resolutions. Let me know if you want one out. Resolution 2025-119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, and 134. I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt resolutions through consent agenda. Resolution 2025-119 through Resolution 2025-134.
Second.
Before we vote, I just want people to realize that in the resolutions, we are hiring more police officers. I know people have said things, I think there's one, two, there's 3 new officers. And the committee came, and it's good people. So I just want people to realize that.
Want to expand on what the mayor said. One of them is, he's a hometown kid, graduate of Jonathan Dayton. This is exactly what the meat and potatoes of community policing is. Chief Cook, Captain Rachel, thank you for doing this quickly, and hopefully they're approved tonight.
Okay. Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. Discussion items, action items. All right. Joint requested by Edward Walton, James Caldwell, and Sam Meyer, PTAs, for a $50 program credit from the Recreation Department for their annual basket auction on Friday, May 9th. I'm sorry, you're supposed to do that, Linda? Am I?
No, no, you got it.
Okay. Weber?
Make a discussion.
For the $50.
Okay, I'll move the request from Walton, Caldwell, and Sandmeyer PTAs.
I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. All right. Accept donations of Chisholm Park Storage Shed by Springfield Girls Softball Incorporated to be located behind lower softball field backstop. Valued at $500.
I make a motion to adopt a donation by Springfield Girls Softball.
Second.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. Request from Springfield resident Dawkins, Natal Dawkins, to hold fundraiser dinner in the Chisholm Community Center, Myra Pronowski's meeting room, to benefit poor Paul for ability on behalf of his son who suffers from renal
Cone. Dystrophy.
dystrophy. Sign, hold, harmless agreement, attached, insurance to be provided prior to event if request is approved.
I make a motion to adopt the request from Ms. Dawkins for the fundraising dinner.
Second.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
Yes. Report, treasurer's report.
I will make a motion to adopt payroll and invoices for the period of April 9th, 2025 through April 22nd, 2025 in the amount of $8,198,069.55.
Second.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Mayor Huber.
All right, correspondence for Kenilworth. Ordinance 2022, adopting amendments to Chapter 12, Land Use, and Rollway River Watershed Association. Public comment on any government issues. Seeing none coming, close it to the public.
Mr. Mayor, before we go any, can I just give you an update on the Rollway River that you asked just about? Okay, the Rollway River, I think as everybody knows, belongs to the county. The smaller little tributaries that run through town belong to us, and those are maintained on a regular basis. So if there's somewhere that we got an issue where there's a blockage, if you let me know, we'll take a look at it right away.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Can you, I do have something. Can you find out when the county will turn the aerator on over at Mizell Field at the pond, please? The aerator's still off.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And if they can turn it up fountain-like, that would be appreciated.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just one comment. Yes, and not on Springfield related, but I guess it's all, today is Earth Day. It's the 55th anniversary, so I think to acknowledge that. But more importantly, this week we lost Pope Francis. So I think majority of our board, except Harris, is of Catholic faith up here. But he wasn't just a leader of the Catholics, but a consequential global leader that was truly somebody different and unlike any of his predecessors before, not only just being a first Jesuit, the first pope from Americas, the first pope chosen outside of Europe in over a millennium, but a man of consequence that chose his papal name from a radical saint that millennia before chose to give up a life of privilege and circumstance to live and serve with the poor. And Pope Francis did exactly that his entire life on this earth, and giving something back and recognizing and serving unlike anybody else. And he lived up to his name, right? He's the countless things that we'll remember him for, fighting for the indigenous, fighting for the poor, serving the disadvantaged, and living up to something truly better than all of us on earth can try to emulate. And so in his honor and in his memory, and as we, continue to lose great people, you got to remember them. So in his words, let us all, be lights of hope going forward. And in our troubled world and our divided world that we are all in, I think it's nice to remember a man that truly gave back more than he ever will receive, and truly lost a great consequential global leader that fought for so much good in this world.
Executive, okay. Resolution 42225, whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will during this meeting enter into discussion of the following matters: attorney-client privilege and personnel, whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session will remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now therefore be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when the reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exist. Motion?
Second.
We will not be taking any
No,
action
no action taken.
after this meeting.